You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean. Johnson.
Maria Menounos and Bing.com present live from the Mixology 101 bar at the Farmers Market in Los Angeles, California, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's Dancing with the Stars edition. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV for Dancing with the Stars.
That is right. Now Bing is for doing, and we are doing the live after show of Dancing with the Stars, season 14 for AfterBuzz TV. I'm joined by my fabulous panel, Jackie Miranne, and after a too long hiatus, look who is back in the fold.
Yes,
Miss Robin Antin of Pussycat Dolls fame.
Thank you.
How lucky are we? Happiness, happiness. Not that we don't love having the dancing experts from Dancing with the Stars, but we are so happy to have our Robin back. Now, make sure you check us out on iTunes, download us. You can tweet us all questions, make comments. Now, unfortunately, there have been some problems on YouTube, but they are working on it, and we'll keep you posted on that. It is not us. It is them, we promise.
But I do have some good news for you ladies.
Good news!
And again, you guys can't see me.
The voice of God.
You guys can't see me, but you can certainly hear me. And the good news is this. We're doing a big statistical check over at AfterBuzz TV to see who's downloading, where, and all that. Hey, we're figuring out you guys are downloading from all over the world. So welcome, Australians.
Yes.
What do you guys call them? Aussies?
Hello. Aussies.
Hello,
That's right.
Aussies.
Nice.
You people from Germans. That's what we call people from Germany. Trying to come up with all. But yes, all over the world we're getting downloads.
Germans.
And overall for the network, we're getting over 1 million downloads a week on iTunes.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Girls.
Wow.
Woo-hoo.
Good
And that's
job.
because
No, that's because
Oh,
we touched
Robin's
Robin's
The boobs. No, but it might
So
be
really grab 'em.
maybe this week it's going to be the. Do you notice my tan? I was in Mexico with Kim Kardashian. Come on.
Okay.
Hello.
All right,
Tell
that's
us. Tell us, Robin. give us like a couple little deets from the trip.
Oh, it was just fun. I was with the girls. I was with Kim and Courtney and, just girls. And it was like a girls' trip. And it was so much fun. And we got tan and we rode horses.
I saw Robin
I know,
tweeted like an uber sexy picture of her with a horse.
Here's
Oh
what
my
happened.
gosh.
No, but here's what happened. I took the picture, right? Kim takes the picture and she goes, and I said, will you help me do the Instagram? Because for some reason I'm still like retarded with the Instagram. So she goes and she does it, and then she also hits tweet and she tweets it. And I go, you tweeted it? She goes, yeah. And I'm like, but I don't want everyone to see me in a bikini. And she's like,
oh, but she has no followers.
Yeah,
so
no,
I mean,
know.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So 5 people saw it, maybe?
Yeah, no.
Oh, wait, 5 million?
Yeah,
Like, what is
exactly.
it?
I'm like, Kim. And she was so, anyway, that's why everyone ended up seeing it. But we had a great time.
Oh, Pat is here with water.
Yes, thank you
we
so
love
much.
Pat. Yay, Pat. Well, water and something much
something,
stronger
yeah,
than
I don't
water. Okay.
Uh-oh, Robin's back.
I
have to say,
we forced her to drink in your
I
absence.
did have
promise.
I did have a lot of pina coladas in Mexico, I have to say.
If there's a straw in the drink, you know it's a good drink.
that's right.
Yeah.
Tony Giovanni was here, and may I say, he does not have boobs like you do.
Yeah, but we still felt him up. We
So-
definitely still felt him up.
I wore this extra, like, it's like this sheer part down here. You have the same t-shirt,
I have
so
the
it's
same
like
one
you
in
can kinda
coral
see,
and
so,
white.
But it's not as revealing. Like, they won't be falling out tonight like they normally do. So you may want to, just like, I don't know. It's,
By the
it's not as
way,
exciting.
Tony was kind of sexy
Except
in
for
person.
this.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, hello.
right?
And don't even know. There's nothing to talk about
you're
here.
so sweet and cute. You're yellow. I'm so jealous.
No, but
so
I thought
sunny.
Tony was sexy in person, didn't you?
Yes.
I
he
wasn't
was,
expecting it, but he really was.
He was. And there's like the Max and the Val,
Yeah.
and Tony really stepped it up in the hotness department. And
He
Tristan McManus
Yeah, he-
finally came and visited
Oh, yeah, you
us.
missed it. Tristan
that's what I
finally
did.
came.
I'm so bummed. Oh my god.
Okay.
Our
Okay.
fans
well,
were happy about that one, though.
Enough about
enough
us.
about them.
I
I'm
do have
back.
to say one thing. I did spot Tristan McManus post-gym yesterday
What gym?
Let's
tell everyone.
I'll just say we were by the Grove, right by where they filmed Dancing with the Stars, so he doesn't go too far, obviously. But he seemed like a little embarrassed, actually. He was like, hey!
Oh, my God.
Like,
I'm going to the gym.
Like, don't worry, I'm not going to tweet a picture of you. And we know you don't have Twitter, so don't worry. But he was sweaty and still kind of hot.
Oh, yeah. He's
my
cute.
little scoop.
Cute.
I like it. It was fun to get to know him. He was cute, too.
Oh, that's
They're all cute.
I know.
mean,
I know.
I think you have to get cast on this show, like, only if you have a certain cute quotient. Like,
Exactly.
That's for sure.
That is so true.
Okay. So this is a big night.
Yes.
Not only is it a double elimination, 2 couples are going home. This is not fair, and it's not right.
It's just
I want to protest right now, even though it won't make a difference.
Everything changes after
It might.
after
A million downloads
tonight.
might make a difference.
Okay,
that's true.
Let's start the protest.
Yeah.
Let's rebel.
That's right.
Because we are rebellious by nature.
Exactly. That's what we do. That's what we're here for. Yeah, we're little catty.
Yeah, we're little cats.
Yeah.
So not only is it a double elimination, but it's the first time ever they've danced in trio.
Yes.
So each couple tonight picked another dancer to do a threesome.
Threesomes on
Wow.
the dance
They
floor.
say trio. We say threesome.
threesome.
Or menage.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Now, it was a very naughty night.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
How hard is that as a dancer?
Just
to like,
gonna say.
you get used to like what? It's been like 8 weeks. How long has it been now? 8 weeks? Seven?
Yes.
We're in
8
week
weeks.
8.
Yeah.
Week 8. You're so used to your partner. You have this
Exactly.
like unwritten
And
some
then-
chemistry and language and etc. And then you have to bring in a whole other person.
And then it just gets switched up, and you know, you get so used to, when you have your partner, you get so used to the way that they feel, the way they touch, the way that they hold you, you know, the way that they partner you. And when you switch like that, I mean, it can ruin everything. Sometimes it could actually make you even better, because when you get so used to someone, you almost can, for someone like me, like I would be more free when I would switch a partner, because I would just sort of be like, you know what, now I think as one of the celebrities, it's like they get used to knowing how to partner, so then they go, you know what, I'm going to let you just take me with ease.
Right.
Yeah.
That sounded so provocative, but
Yeah, they all seem tonight to be able to jump right into it.
yeah,
Some of them enjoyed it a little more than others.
I'm sure, but that's what I'm saying.
We'll get to that
Yeah.
when we break it down with each one. But like, I think I enjoyed the threesome.
Yeah, well, I feel like it
love
must
it.
be different for a celebrity, though, having 2 pros coming at them compared to, like,
It's
you're a
true.
pro, so
That's what I'm saying.
to throw in more in the mix, it might be easier on the pros, but I feel like for a celebrity,
Well,
all this dancing, all the arm coordinating,
Exactly,
I feel like
exactly.
me watching that, I'd be like, which arm goes where now?
Well,
you know?
again, I think for the female, it's always harder, because we women want to control and to lead. So when you switch a partner, as the woman, you immediately are like, there's a struggle, and and then your partner's going like, okay, just like relax, you know what I mean? So that's what happens right off the bat. But
Okay. Well, right off the bat,
Yeah.
the show went off with a bang
yeah,
with Donald Driver and Pita.
and my God, that's scoring. Woo.
Yeah. 27 came out of the gate with a big number, but
Yeah.
still not a 10. Like, no one wants it more than
Yeah.
this guy. And even in his package, it shows his frustration. Like, more choreography, 2 dances now. He still hasn't gotten the 10. It's tough.
It is, but that's what this season has been all about. It's
Yeah.
been a tough season.
The thing is, though, I feel like I'm nervous for him because we know he has a huge following. All he has to do is flash that smile. But I think he was underscored yet again, and he went first. And that's always been an issue.
Yeah.
If you look back at the trend of who's
Right.
been in that bottom, it's always people because they go earlier, and then there's so much action in the show. I'm so worried because he's one of my favorites. I mean, we don't have favorites here. We're objective. But
I feel
you
like we
know,
say that about a lot of people.
I know,
though.
we
know.
do.
You're our favorite. Oh, no, you're our
Yeah.
favorite.
we love everybody.
We do.
We're much more than a
No, but really,
menage.
Roshon, you're our favorite.
Yeah.
No, I mean, really, William.
Speaking of which, did he do the Bambi?
No.
He didn't.
Oh.
Roshon,
Greg,
you
he
let us
promised
down.
He promised
You let
us
us
he's coming
down.
to the party.
I mean, Roshon.
We'll take it up with him because he's coming.
Is he
promised.
coming
Okay,
tonight?
good.
Okay,
Okay,
we
good.
will
Oh,
take
I
it up
can't
with him. Okay, now Robin, the tango.
Yes.
As a dancer,
Yep.
how hard is that dance?
The tango is, here's the thing, it's all about passion. And that is, you know, if you can grasp that and you can nail down the feeling of tango, I think that you're so much further ahead. But technically, it is so hard and getting all of those, the feet right, and the leg work right, and the connection it's so much more intense than any other style of in ballroom that I know of and that I've worked on. So, I feel for them when they're out there, but my God, when they nail it, it's like, oh.
Yeah, but that's why Carrie Ann said she gave him a 9 is because she wants more drama.
Exactly.
And I think, like, particularly in a dance like the tango, like, if you can't bring that,
you can't,
it doesn't matter how good your feet are, right?
It's so true. No, it's true. It is.
And it seems like for me watching, just as a kind of not knowing any of the technique stuff, we were saying there's not as much wow factor with this dance as there are with some others. Like, maybe it's a little more closed off.
It is. Tango is very contained.
Yeah.
Now the thing is that when you see the most incredible tango dance, and you see two people that have been, doing it their whole lives, or you go to Argentina and you actually see the real tango, I have to say.
Oh, Argentina.
I know.
Shall we go?
I know. I have been.
Let's take this show on the road.
I know, right? But I got to see it in the streets, and I got to see the real thing, and I'm telling you, like, there's nothing like it. It is just, it's the most unbelievable, most breathtaking dance ever, and that's why, like, it's frustrating when you see it not done.
Yeah.
Right.
What ballroom dance do you do best?
Probably tango.
Oh, really?
Yeah, tango is really the only one that I actually really studied and really learned how to do tango. I mean, obviously, I've done salsa and I've done all these different styles, but tango is one that I actually studied.
Ooh.
Right.
Yeah. So I know Argentine style, Argentine tango. Yeah. So,
okay. Well, moving on.
To get out there and tango.
I can show them a thing or two. Let me tell you.
Do you do it with the rose in your teeth?
Yes. Oh, I used to put on. Let me tell you, I used to put on some outfits. I'd go down to the 3rd Street.
Or with the chili.
Yes, I know. No, I was fierce with my outfits. Let me tell you.
Oh, the outfits.
Yeah.
Love
You're
it.
like Christian Siriano.
Yes. Fierce.
Oh, Jackie would know something about that. Miss
I know
Project
that.
Runway model.
Right?
Over here.
You may have the Pussycat
Were you
dolls.
on
I
his-
have Kristen Siriano.
Were you on his
Yeah.
season? Oh, you were on it.
Oh my God.
She
you
truly
were.
is fierce, this one.
Wow.
Man, I love that guy. He's
Yeah,
good.
love
I
him.
do too.
Maybe
Okay.
he should be on Dancing with the Stars. How funny would
He
that
would be
be?
amazing.
So good.
Christian, we'll talk.
Good
Okay.
casting idea.
We're pitching it right now.
Next
Right.
up, Maria and Derek with
Yes.
the Viennese waltz.
Okay.
Now,
She had a
The-
moment.
last season, Robin, you weren't here last season.
Yeah.
I mean, last week.
Yeah.
Last season. I'm like, what day
Feels
is
like
today?
it. Feels like it.
I know, it feels like it's been a long time.
Season. I think. Oh, I think you need a.
I need a sip of that. So last week we started to see some cracks between Maria and Derek.
Oh my God. I know.
He
I
was
heard.
being quite tough
Yes,
on her.
yeah.
And again, this week there was a little bit of that, like, I'm only hard on you because I love you and I
Right.
want you to dance to your full potential. I mean, is it hard as a teacher if you're working so hard to get this person? It's frustrating.
It
right?
is frustrating because as the teacher and as Derek and any of the professional dancers here, they want their partner to do so well, and they are such a build-up, and then when they get to it, the nerves kick in, whatever. There's a million different situations that can happen. So yes, it's a frustrating situation.
Right.
And
Yeah.
we normally don't see Maria kind of crack. I don't want to say not that she cracked,
Right.
but we don't see her get emotional or affected
don't.
even in the toughest of
She's-
situations that she's
yeah.
been faced with. And
Yeah.
she had that little bit of a moment after the dance was over where she broke down and started crying right there on the dance floor. And
But that's
you
good.
wonder how much
That might
goes
be good
through-
though.
yeah.
I think that's what she needed.
Yeah.
You know
but
what I
this was a
mean?
particularly tough week. I mean, she was in the emergency room after the shows last
Oh
week.
my God.
One of the stress fractures in her feet had turned into a fracture that could have been possibly worse.
Oh
Luckily,
my
it didn't
gosh.
happen. But I mean, she's working through a lot.
Yeah.
And
well,
I'm sure it comes out in your.
And these injuries are serious. I mean, you have to take care of them, and they can stay around for a long time, and they can cause other injuries in your body. So, I know this is the show, and it's all about the show, and the show must go on. But my God, when you have those injuries, you got to be careful.
And now they got 2 10s and then the 8 from Len. And I'm just curious to know what you think as far as he was so upset about the hold. He wanted more hold.
Yeah.
In a Viennese waltz. Is that like a big deal?
It's just more. It's more structure, and it's more. When what he means is in your back, in dancing, and when you're partnering, you have to have this it's almost like a metal rod that goes down the center of your back, and it's got to be very tight. And when you're too loose, kind of like loosey-goosey, you lose the form. And so you have to be like in ballet, they always say press from here. And when you're pressed down, you can balance, you can do anything because you've got that one metal rod right down that, just this part of your back. And that's what he means.
Yeah, I think he also meant that they were separate too much for his liking in the dance. Like I think he wanted more contact between them instead of dancing separately in a dance.
But contact is so important in any partner dancing. I mean, if you don't have the contact, then you're solo dancing. And this is all about partner dancing.
Right.
So.
And see, for me, I feel like not knowing what Len was talking about, I felt like that should have been another perfect 30.
Right. The whole bar right now is cheering Roshon's grandmother.
Roshon
I love watching Roshon watch his grandmother.
Watching his grandma.
So cute. I love it.
He'll be sitting with us, and we'll be taking it up with him. Yeah. Why he hasn't acknowledged his buzz girls
But what's so funny about Dancing with the Stars is that like 2 of the judges will give a 10, and then one of them will be like, no, I saw something differently than you guys saw.
But that's also because they all come from different places. I think that, Bruno is very much about passion and the fire and the, bringing out that animalistic quality, whereas like Carrie-Anne is very much about technique, and she wants to see the feet pointed, and she wants to see all. I think they all have that. All the judges have that.
I think Len is the most like that, and Bruno is the most excited, passionate, and Carrie-Anne I feel like is the combination of the two of them.
Combination. That's
like
true.
She takes a little bit of the heat from Bruno and a little bit of the technical from Len.
Right.
But what she said interesting about Maria and Derek is that she said you can tell that there is something special between you guys.
Yeah.
And like you can't fake that.
No.
Like when you have chemistry with your partner, I mean, you would know more than anyone.
Oh my
like
God.
You can't fake it.
No, you can't. And it's just, I mean, it comes out more and more as you dance together. And I think that's also why it gets so emotional. You see everyone breaking down and crying because that's what dancing does. It just completely.
And sleeping with each other.
Hello. I mean, that happens. Listen, when you're dancing.
I mean, let's be honest here. Every season, there are people sleeping together.
Yeah. And I'm waiting to hear, like, the confirmation of, obviously we know it's not Maria and Derek, but who's sleeping together here?
Well, Maria has a studly boyfriend, in case anyone didn't know.
That's why we
anyone
know
didn't know.
it's not Maria and Derek.
I mean,
Hello.
no, seriously, he's hot. Yeah.
Kevin's hot.
Yeah, Kevin. Where are
He's
you?
here somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
In case some of you haven't
He's
seen him.
camera shy.
We might try and pull him in.
Yeah, but Derek and Maria obviously have a connection as friends, and they really, it's nice to see that work, you know?
It was funny, they went to Vegas this weekend together, and they were practicing in the pool, and she had a picture of him holding her up like Dirty Dancing.
Nice. Oh my God. Hey,
is that every girl's dream or what?
Well, here's the thing. If you guys ever want to partner dance with anyone, do it in a pool because it's actually so easy to be lifted in a pool.
Right.
You wouldn't think so. You're so scared to do it like here, but when you're in a pool, you can just go up, and then if you fall in the water, and it's great.
Right. Maybe they should do swimming with the stars.
Ooh.
Swimming with the stars.
Oh my God, that is.
I'm a genius. It's like unbelievable.
Oh my God.
And they say blondes. I
We're
mean,
pitching
come on.
it tomorrow.
Really?
We have so many ideas already, and we're only like 5 minutes in, people.
I know, it's
Come
huge. Okay, Melissa and Max. Now,
Yes.
this girl made quite a comeback tonight.
Yeah.
Huge.
I mean,
Her best
hello,
numbers,
she's
her
dancing
best dances, foxtrot. But I
Yeah.
think there's certain dances that are more suited for people. Like a foxtrot suited her.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and she's someone who I think she needed that comeback because
Right.
she was someone who was, she's having such a hard time. I think this whole season with her posture and her shoulders are up here, and to me she's been very stiff, and so it's nice to see her kind of come into her own and find a dance
that's
that
why they
suits
said like
her
her shoulders were down.
Yeah.
Finally,
Right.
she was
Yeah.
relaxing into the dance.
Yes.
Although at first, didn't it seem like people thought Carrie-Anne was being negative on her? Because like the quick first comment, you kind of heard the audience almost like boo her. And
Right, because she was like, your shoulders were down.
Right,
Yeah.
and people didn't know what that
Tease.
And everyone's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know what that meant, obviously.
Well,
but
it makes such a difference when you see that, and obviously Melissa listened, which is
Yes.
so nice. I mean, that's a hard thing to do because you immediately, like, it's usually when you're dancing, you immediately want to go. It's like everything goes up.
here's my one thing, though. And this is nothing against Melissa, because the more we interview her on the red carpet, the more I love her. But she has
No personality?
No. She actually does. I can't wait for you guys to see the red carpet this week. It was hysterical. But that being said, I think that she had a few missteps, and the judges were very soft on her for that. And then meanwhile, when Roshon or William or was it Donald maybe in the second dance had maybe one little misstep, they took that off their scoring, and it was almost like, I feel like, was that fair for them to be so easy on her for the missteps? I don't know, because to me that stood out in the beginning.
Well, I mean, Roshon, they still scored really high.
Yeah.
I mean, Melissa, they still had to score her up from last week. They only gave her 1 point each higher than last week. So it's not like they suddenly gave her a 9 or a 10. They only gave her 8 still.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and I think each scoring is so different, and they, you know what I mean, they're going to go off like different
But that
things.
girl should get 10s for putting up with Max.
Right?
No, that was
I mean,
tough
this
one.
was the toughest week yet
Yeah.
between them. I think there were a lot of words that were bleeped out of the package.
Yes.
He was pretty much coming apart at the seams, and she blatantly said, like, it's not me.
Right. Don't
Wow.
you love the way she handles it, though?
Yeah.
I really think that she's just so
mature and
and strong.
Yeah.
And even he was apologetic after, and she still like kept her head high. She didn't feed into it, and I love that. There's so much to love about her, and I think a lot of people are rooting for her, and that's why she keeps making it through every week.
Yep.
Well, it's funny because when Max was here, we were kind of teasing him that he was being too nice.
Right, and now.
Do you
See,
think
they listen to us.
Did we
They
unleash the
listen to
beast?
us.
I know, my God. We're like, where is it? I think it's because of us.
Yeah.
I
think
told
we
you we
made
have
him a
pull.
badass
I
again.
know. He listened too much.
Sorry, Melissa.
Yeah. Taking it out on you.
They seem fine now, though, and it's her birthday tomorrow, everybody.
Oh.
Is it?
So
Happy pre-birthday.
To get eliminated on the birthday, that's not, I don't know if
Oh
that,
my
you know.
God.
You can't have an
I don't
elimination
know,
on the
but
birthday.
Birthday buzz kill.
Yeah, let's hope not. Let's
But
hope
we don't
not.
think it's going to be her, right?
I
So,
don't think
yeah.
so. I really don't. And
Well,
Max,
if
there
not
are-
her, then who
Then
do you
who?
think?
Yeah.
William?
anybody's game.
No.
No, Donald?
No.
Catherine?
No.
Maria?
No.
Okay,
Our
so then who do you
AfterBuzz
think?
TV predictions.
I mean,
Rashawn?
Nobody's
No.
is
going
it time
home.
for predictions already? Let's save
Zero.
that.
Well,
my
that's
God.
that's what it seemed
I
like you
think I
guys
need
were
a drink.
doing.
I know. You're right. You're right. I'm glad you intervened. We need to hold that
Okay,
for the end.
hold that thought.
Let's talk it through. All right, Catherine and Mark, also Viennese Waltz.
Yep.
I actually didn't think this choreography was as interesting as Maria's. And she scored a 26.
Right.
She's a better dancer, I think, than Mark choreographed. Like, don't you think
Yeah,
at this point in the game, like, the choreography should be matching the level that they're at?
Absolutely. And you know, the thing is, you never know with choreography because, you know, you expect it to, the standard to get higher and higher and higher. But sometimes the dancer, choreographer can, for whatever reason, just make a decision that is not, maybe not the right decision as far as the choreography.
And well, she had a tough week. She had a concussion.
Did Catherine have a concussion?
Yes, she had. It just broke this morning. She didn't want to recognize it. You see in the package, she went right back
Jackie
into
Miranne,
it.
always with the exclusive.
But
Where's that?
Yeah, where's our exclusive?
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
I don't know if it's our exclusive, but I'm sharing it here with you exclusively. And so, yeah, she didn't talk about it much as a concussion, but it was a concussion, and she obviously went right back into it. And then I did notice, and I don't know if it's because I knew that, but she did seem a little fearful when she did that one step that she had trouble with.
Robin, what do you think about that? So they're trying to do this spin. He throws her around.
Yeah.
She gets very shaken
Yeah,
up,
yeah, yeah.
and he's like, "We're not going to do it again." And she's like, "I'm getting right back on the bike because if I don't do it now,
it's just,
I'll be too scared."
Yeah, because that's the thing. It's like, you know, you have to, it's just like, it is like riding a bike. It's like riding a horse. It's like if you get fallen off, you just got to jump right back on and you got to do it and not have that fear. And I'm sure that Mark, at the same time, had that in his mind that he wanted to be careful because he's kind of responsible, you know. The choreographers are responsible in a way, like maybe, you know, he could give her something where she could really hurt herself. So I think it's great that she went right back into it, but at the same time, I'm sure there was some, a level of sort of fear and kind of holding back a little bit, which probably made you feel the way you feel, that it wasn't as like exciting.
Yeah.
And you see, now this is the perfect example. Melissa had how many missteps, and then Catherine has that one wobbly second, literally 1 second where she comes up from this move that she got a concussion from, and they called her out on it like it was the worst thing in the world. See, that's where I feel like
but in Melissa's, they all said she had missteps.
Yeah.
But I felt like they addressed that in hers as well.
I mean, I think Catherine's was still near perfect. I do think something was missing.
I agree with the judges. I thought it lacked a little energy. Like it just
something was missing.
It didn't have
from
her
her
same like excitement in the dance.
But I think because she's been so perfect and she's just been like, you know, I mean, she really has deserved the highest scores of this whole competition, that I do think that that's why they make it such a big deal when something happens. You know,
her own standard,
exactly.
her own bar.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this: it just always seems like the waltz and the foxtrot are so easy in comparison to like a samba or jive, or is it just that it's just more subtle, the movement?
It is more subtle, the movement. I mean, you know, it depends. I mean, it's just because it's almost like, you know, you're just sort of gliding along around the floor, and so it's not this like, you know what I mean? It's not this like jumpy kind of movement. So I think for the audience, for the viewer, you know, it's still technically hard. It's all hard, but it's just the way that they're moving as opposed to something like a jive or, you know, something that's more energetic. They all have a little bit of a different energy level. So that's why.
Okay.
Yeah, when you see that extra hip action.
Yeah, exactly.
All that
you know
stuff,
what I
it's
mean?
much easier, or the jive, the kicking.
Yeah.
It's much easier for the regular public.
Exactly.
to
go,
take it in.
Oh, well, maybe this one isn't as exciting as this one, but really the truth is that it's all a part of ballroom dancing, and you really have to show everything and show that you're capable of doing them all. You know?
Well, Roshon this week got a major energy
Oh
injection.
my God.
His two grandmas showed up,
the grandma vote.
giving him little tips on how to dance.
So
smart. Cute.
Adorable.
Like, so cute, right?
Oh my God, he's the cutest thing ever.
Well, people were saying in the press room too that because the demographic of the show is a little bit older, they were like going for the grandma vote.
Do you know
we're the cutest grandmas ever?
Do you know how we said like grandmothers always come up to him now in the supermarket? Do you think those were really his grandmothers, or he just recruited
them? He rented the grandmas.
Hey, ladies in the supermarket, can you come on and be my grandma?
Get me some votes.
Oh my God.
Listen, you know,
gotta do what you gotta do.
The funniest thing is like, he's so young. He's like, yeah, these grandmas are coming up to me. I'm like, how old are those grandmas?
Right.
Like, to you, he's like, yeah, these like,
they're like 45.
you know, and I'm like, oh God. We're all gonna go home right now, okay, little boy.
Where is Roshon anyway? We saw him
Roshon.
here at Mixology. Come find us, Roshon.
He's coming. He's
They
coming.
say he's coming.
Okay,
He's
they
not
say
going
he's
to
coming.
neglect his girl.
They say he's coming. He wouldn't
Yeah.
let us down.
He was so amazing this week. Like, he knew he didn't have a duel to save him, is what I think.
Yeah, he just danced freely. Like, I think having his grandmothers there made him feel so proud. I mean, Carrie Ann said he made them proud, he made her proud.
Yeah.
You know, and he got a 29.
God, that's
I mean,
amazing.
coming from 2 weeks in a row of doing a duel and being in the bottom 2
Oh my God.
to being at the top of the board at this point.
I truly think that he's really, I mean, he's just shot up the chart, and I think that he's loved now. You know, I think people are really starting to respect him.
And I really think Grandma taught him something.
Yeah, I think
Because
so.
she was like, listen to me, Roshon. Your foot.
Maybe she
gotta
could be in the
sharp.
Pussycat
Yeah,
Dolls.
I know, right, Granny doll. I love it.
Oh,
my
tell
God.
us
the Granny doll.
Meanwhile, she's only 30.
Oh, yeah, are you doing the men?
Yeah, tell us what Bruno told
Yeah.
you.
I ran
Wait,
Exclusive.
another exclusive.
Exclusive.
We need the buzz.
God is
AfterBuzz
Losing
TV exclusive.
So I ran into Bruno at the Brit Week event, and Nigel Lithgow, and all these, like, you know.
Oh, name
all
dropper.
I know. All these
Whoops, wait, let me
friends.
catch
I know,
up.
right?
Creators of the biggest shows in the
Yeah,
world.
exactly. And no, they were both so nice. But Bruno, let me tell you, I mean, he's like, I love seeing you at the show, and I love looking at you from across the room, and I always love what you're wearing, and you're always so sexy, and you know.
And
I
then did he
swear,
get on top
this
of
is how
you and
and I'm
grind
like,
you?
just for everyone out there, this is how he actually speaks. Like, it's not just
Not
on
just
the
the
show.
show.
And he's like, and I love the Pussycat Dolls. And I was with our new lead singer Lauren Bennett.
Oh,
from
she
the
sang to
Pussycat
us.
Dolls, who sang
She
with
was
us.
here our
And he
second
was,
week,
he
right?
was going crazy. He's like, oh, look at her, she is so gorgeous. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Like freaking out over Lauren. And then he's like, now when are you gonna make the Pussycat Boys? I want to be a Pussycat Boy. Please tell me when. I'm going to make it so sexy.
I mean, that would be pretty amazing, Robin.
I know, right? And I'm
Amazing.
Who would be like the ideal Pussycat Boys, though?
No, but you could get like a guy
Bruno.
from One Direction, or you know, like so many cute boys
Yeah.
could come and be a Pussycat.
I'd be like,
guy.
I'd be like Bruno, Justin Timberlake,
Ooh.
you know, like
Could it be
God.
like
Derek
a,
Huff.
maybe it would
Max?
be a pussy lion.
Yeah. No, Lauren's boyfriend is actually Kenny Wormold from he's the lead. He's the
Footloose.
lead in Footloose.
Yeah.
So he would be a great Pussycat boy.
Footloose.
Yeah.
Oh, we all
All
know.
right.
We don't know the word.
Wait, can this go backwards? Can we rewind that?
I always
I don't
feel
think we could
so
take that
good
back,
about
can we?
dancing next to like every professional dancer in the
I know.
business.
Oh yeah.
Just like throw it out there.
I love that song.
I
I actually
was-
just watched that movie on the plane.
It is the new one.
Yeah,
With
the
Kenny.
remake.
It is
with
so
Julianne
good.
Hough, who was
Julianne,
a Dancing with the
hello.
Stars.
Oh
alma
my
mater.
God,
We
amazing.
miss her.
Yeah.
I
love
do
her.
miss Julianne, I have to say.
Yeah.
I feel like there was no one quite like Julianne.
Yeah,
Yep.
she's so
She just has that, but
beautiful.
that's why she's doing movies. She has that
Yeah.
like star quality.
Yeah, she's a sexy little girl.
Well,
let me
anyway,
tell ya.
so when I was watching Roshon, I thought he was like a young Fred Astaire, and then Bruno said a young Mickey Rooney.
See? But you always call the shots.
It's all right.
You do. Rachel calls the scores better
does.
than anybody I know.
Ever.
Every single time. You're like
Yeah.
dead on.
It's
every
so
single
right.
time.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Yeah.
you've been wrong yet. I'm very proud of you.
Like very rarely.
You should
like
start-
a little here and there.
You should start betting.
Yes. Start a little OTB
Wait, what's the
action.
name?
Kentucky Derby, move
Yeah.
over. We have Rachel Zalis.
I'm
and
good in
her-
Vegas betting too.
I'll bet. Oh my God, I gotta
We were on the
gamble.
plane together going to Vegas.
Will you gamble with me at Pussycat Dolls Casino?
Yeah, I would love to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm like one of those savants when it comes to like the judging the numbers.
Scoring
Yeah.
savant.
Okay. I love it.
Okay. Speaking of savants,
Mm.
just because he's so hot,
Oh.
William.
William and Cheryl.
Yeah, I mean.
And it was Cheryl's birthday, so he
Yes.
so sweetly brought her birthday flowers.
And how cute is
Okay,
this?
now wait.
She's like, screw the flowers, I just want to win.
right.
Right. Now, are they like? Is
No. He has a
okay.
girlfriend.
Okay, but I swear I keep
That
hearing
no,
it.
it keeps popping up though.
It does everywhere.
And then it keeps popping up that he's back together with his on again, off again.
She was front and center in the audience.
you know
tonight.
she's front and
Yeah.
center on every show.
And I've been out with them a bunch, like late night after the show.
But how does
She's
Cheryl?
there.
I mean, Cheryl's got to feel that connection with him way
Ugh.
deeper than just being friends. I mean, how can you not? He's so hot. I'm
Can't
not
blame her.
saying like that they're doing anything, but still, it's like it's got to be hard. You know.
well,
I don't-
so to speak.
We didn't even
What
get
is
to
wrong
the
with you
three-way.
Don't we have a little, but a bump.
We
Yeah.
didn't even get to the three-ways yet. Robin.
Oh, right.
Well, I was
yeah.
going to say, it's funny because in their three-ways, Cheryl picked another dude to dance with instead
Yes.
of a girl.
She kept
She
it.
did not want to share her man.
She did
She didn't
not.
want any other girl touching those pecs.
Exactly.
Like-
she is a smart.
Or those
cookie.
abs.
Yeah.
Super smart. Well,
Yeah.
Carrie Ann said he was super hot, sexy Pink Panther.
Oh my God.
He was very like dashing.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was doing all
Suave.
the.
I
and
have
then
suave and smooth.
Well,
he's
that's
getting
what he
so
is.
good.
I know.
Like, he's not just hot. Like Bruno said, he's actually good, and
good.
he really is. And I really like watching them every week. And Cheryl, whatever it is, keep doing it, honey, because she's so into it
I
when they're on
know.
that dance floor. And that actor in him comes out. He really sells the emotion. And it's rumored that he signed a movie deal.
Oh my
Ooh.
God.
So we had Pink Panther tonight, Zorro, which he said was like a dream role for him actually. But so he
Wow.
apparently will be hitting Hollywood in a big way.
That's great. Well, he is also. I mean, he is the best partner for Cheryl because I don't. It's been a long time since I've seen her that passionate about what she's doing. You know, when in the beginning when she first started the show, she was like, I mean, you couldn't take your eyes off of her. And I think that I think it's like that with all the partners. They all want to get the right one, and there's something about this connection with her that she really relates to.
Now, coming
Yeah.
from a Latin background, like, do you think how hard is it for him to translate that into like a foxtrot? Because he has difficulty with that.
Yeah,
Right.
it's hard because again, it's like he's so used to moving his hips and he's got that sort of sexy kind of thing where he connects with that more than the structure and very like, okay, now we have to be very technical.
Right.
And that is harder for him. Although he gets it because he is really good. He's one of the best
He
ones.
said he hates ballroom because he hates rules.
Yeah,
Right.
and that's rules. That, I'm telling you, Foxtrot is rules all the way. So, but, that's the challenge of this. You've got to be able to get that and do the, and kill it with the hips.
Right.
Yeah,
And
which
they
he
got a
does.
30. That's the second of the season.
Yeah.
Maria was the first.
Happy
I know,
birthday,
you missed
Cheryl.
it last week
I
when
know.
our girl got her
I
first
know.
30
I
of the
know, I
season.
know.
How
know.
cool was that? And I asked Maria about this on the carpet tonight. How much of an honor is it to have Donald watching back her dance this week as his guide to, for rehearsal to get the perfect 30, he was not watching two pros. He was watching Maria and Derek, like the playback. And so that's just a huge compliment to see how far she's come from the beginning.
Yeah.
And, I think they had another good week, but the scores definitely, I know we're going to get to the next round.
Yeah.
That's why it's anybody's game. It's so tough.
It is.
Oh, this week is just
Oh.
bananas.
Oh my God. It's like no one could even, I don't think there's anyone in the world that would know right now who's going to take home the gold. Like, I mean, honestly, everyone is so good.
Yep.
Yep. Well, let's get to our favorite part of the show. Menage a trois time.
Yes.
The trio.
God, you really like that, don't you?
Wash up, dirty bird.
Uh-oh. You know why? Because I just read 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, yeah.
What is in this book?
Everyone is
Somebody
talking about
tell
that
me.
book.
You guys read it, and we'll
Okay.
loop back in
We'll
next
have an
Monday.
after show, a book after show.
Yeah, well, that's what we
I
should
gotta
start
tell my
on.
assistant.
After book.
50 Shades of Grey.
The After Book Network.
Tina.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
can
God.
you
I don't
order
read.
that?
Yes.
Robin's downloading 50
Yes.
Shades of
Oh,
Grey right
okay.
now.
But speaking of which, if you're ordering on Amazon.com, people,
Yes.
go through AfterBuzzTV.com and then click on Amazon through us, because that's how we bring you this exclusive content.
Exactly.
You're good at that.
I could not help that seamless transition.
That was perfect.
William could actually be the Latin Christian Grey.
Ooh.
He's super handsome and dashing and
I
debonair
love
and
it.
billionaire. Okay, anyway, let's get back to the show.
And
Also-
can I say?
Also, just a quick suggestion: Mother's Day is coming up this weekend.
Oh.
Yes.
So use that to your advantage. Don't be the
Okay.
fool that doesn't get your mother a gift. Go to AfterBuzzTV.com, click that Amazon banner, and then shop away for your moms.
Nice.
Good idea,
Very good
Phil.
idea.
What's the soundbite on
Or
that
your
one?
grandmother's.
Or Roshon's grandmother.
Yes.
Buy her something.
Everyone send Roshon's grandmother.
You know, and here's the most
Send them 50 Shades of Grey.
here's the most shameless plug of all time. But on Amazon, there happens to be my Pussycat Dolls workout fitness DVD.
Actually, I
called
would want
I want that.
It's called the Dancer's Body Workout.
When
and
do
you
we
can-
get it?
And if you go on Amazon, you can order it, and you can learn all the choreography from all the Pussycat Doll dances, like Don'cha and Buttons and all of them.
Can
And
I
I
ask you,
teach
though?
it. I'm on there teaching, so you can get the body of a
get
dancer.
the boobs of this dancer?
Yes, you will. Yes, but you'll get more of the booty. How about that?
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds more
Yeah.
realistic. Okay.
We learned Tristan is a butt man. So.
Oh, yeah, Tristan
Yes.
is about man.
Okay, yeah.
All
Well,
right, so we're
butt man.
good. We're good.
So we're
Yeah.
all good.
okay.
Okay, so our first threesome of the night, Peta, Donald, and Karina.
That's hot.
Now,
That's hot.
that man handled those two chicks like I have never seen.
Oh
Now, this
my
was the
God.
biggest upset of the night.
Yes.
This was by far, I thought, the best dance of the night. Like, it should have been, like, not 30, like 35.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they gave him 28.
That's crazy.
It was like, I've never, first of all, the applause in the room for this dance was
The
so out of
adrenaline.
control. And then the booing and anger
my
after the
God.
scores. Like, I do not understand what is going on with
But
those
why,
judges.
why would they do that? I mean, like
He was, flawless. The footwork, the way he handled the two ladies. I mean, someone said it was like the way he was so hot, he handled two firecrackers.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
on fire. Like, it's crazy to me. Any thoughts,
That
Jackie?
the leapfrog move at the end where he jumped over both of them.
Yeah.
The press room at that point, right? Everyone was literally
gasped.
like, oh,
Yeah.
like literally, people couldn't control themselves, and I feel like that's where I'm like, okay, maybe not perfect in sync at every single moment, but the energy, that's a 30 performance if I ever saw one. The energy, everything about it, that's what you want to watch on Dancing with the Stars. And for him to come out first out the gates with that kind of performance, and he felt it, everybody felt it,
Yeah.
I just like, you wonder if they're doing this on purpose or something.
Yeah, it's a weird thing, It's like it's so hard to say. Sometimes I think too when the the first judge gives their scoring, it sets up the rest of
The
the
tone.
scoring and the tone. So that could be it. It
Yeah.
could be where they might feel like they just don't want to give a high score at this point, knowing that they were so good for whatever reason. They just, it's hard to say what's in their brains.
Len has something with Donald.
I know, it's,
Because Carrie Ann gave him a 10.
yes.
Sorry,
And
I'm catching
Oh, there's
this.
Maria's Bollywood.
Yeah.
oh, we're watching the Bollywood three-way.
Yeah.
But
We'll get
now
to that one.
I
Yeah.
wonder if it's also because they were first and they don't know what's coming. And
Yeah.
if they give out the 30,
I don't think at this point in the game that
No.
they're doing that.
yeah.
They'd already given out a 30 in the night. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was this
that's-
just wasn't right.
That's my point. Yeah.
This wasn't right.
Yeah.
Maybe they saw something we didn't. They always say that it's different when you're live.
But no
watching
one
it right
even
there.
said, none of their comments was like, oh, you were out of time once. Or
Right.
every comment was like, amazing, so fun, fun, fun.
Right.
Right.
Screaming, I love the 3. You know, like it doesn't make
Yeah.
sense.
And
There's
then they go,
something-
and then that score comes up. You're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
what? It's just, it's like a shock.
I'm angry.
Yeah. I mean, judges, what's in your brains?
Yep.
You know where they could take those scores? They could put it where PETA puts her iPhone. And when you see the red carpet interview, you'll see
Ooh.
what
That
I'm
is a
talking
tease
about.
if I ever heard one. Wow.
And notice there wasn't much clothing on that costume to put an iPhone, but there was an iPhone there.
Yeah.
She actually said she almost went on stage with it. So, and she doesn't have insurance.
Really? Oh my God.
Anyway.
But he was clearly upset. Like
Yeah.
they thought they were getting all 10s.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, it was kind of a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Like, what?
He's been going through that with a couple of these performances last week too. So what gives, guys? I don't know.
I
And
know.
if that
And-
affects his
And
face.
you see it in their faces too when they finish their performances.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my God. And there's so much joy and passion and emotion. And then that comes. And
Yeah.
you just go, you know what? This is not, it's not fair.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. We're missing something.
Yeah.
That was the jive, right?
Yeah.
Was it cha-cha or the jive?
Jive.
Jive.
And they're kicks.
You know,
and,
I
oh
mean,
my God.
Yeah, no, I know.
How hard the jive
The
is.
jive
and
is
to
so-
coordinate that with two women coming at you
It's
and
so hard. It's so much harder than doing it just as a duet. And it's, that's why they should be scoring on that alone because of the challenge. But who's to say? I mean, we just will never know exactly why unless
Yeah.
they show up tonight. which I
handle
doubt
them
they're
like a
going to.
football.
Yeah. How about this? Next
You
time
know.
I see Bruno at a party, I'll ask
Yes,
him.
please do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ask Bruno.
Yeah. I'll be like,
Okay.
what is your problem?
Next up, Maria and Derek. Now they
Yes.
took Henry, who's from the dance troupe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Derek
And
hand
speaking of
selected
dance
him.
troupe,
Oh, we got our dance troopers
we
here.
have dance troopers coming your way.
Now Maria really enjoyed her threesome.
Yes.
I mean, she got to rub on other
Yeah.
guys. She got to tease Derek and try and make him jealous.
That always works, ladies. you
Yeah,
know?
I think he was getting jealous.
Put
She was
Derek in
having
his place.
ab offs, her with the two boys.
And giving
Damn,
that, yeah.
damn, hers look good.
I mean, her body looked amazing, and she looked like she was having so much fun,
Yes.
right? She was like smiling, and I mean, it was actually really nice to see her in that way because I think we haven't really seen that,
Yeah.
you know?
And she was so positive,
Yeah.
even with the scores. And again, another round of scores
Yeah.
where you're like, to me, one of the most creative dances, and they actually said that too. One of the most creative choreographed dances so far, because to me, that's what I thought when I watched it. And then because it wasn't technically what they want for a samba or whatever,
Yeah.
then they get a 7. What? I mean,
Well, 2 9s and a 7,
yeah,
right?
But
yeah.
why
But
a
a 7?
I mean, what is that?
Len was Len is so particular. Like if he doesn't feel like all the moves are in there,
Yeah.
like, with the Viennese waltz, like I thought Maria's was tougher, and yet he liked the content better in Catherine's because he thought
Right.
there were more of the right turns and things. So it's kind
But
of
the
hard.
thing about this dance, it was all about Bollywood. And now, how do you score? This is the confusing part because I don't know if they actually can score like technically on what that style is because that's oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, my phone just rang.
Oh my God.
I
Don't
know.
answer it.
Is it
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian?
No.
TV exclusive.
Tell her
Kim,
to tweet us a pic.
Yeah.
Kim,
Hi,
Kim, I'll call you right back. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That's what I say to her all the time.
Hold
when
on.
she
Now
calls me.
I have to be really like lame and put my phone on vibrate because I forgot.
But
Okay.
I thought the Bollywood was
So-
so fun.
But do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm saying how do you judge? Like that's not technically a part of. It's not tango. It's not salsa.
Right.
It's not
Well,
foxtrot.
that was
But
his
they
issue.
chose to do Bollywood.
Yeah.
It was a
Okay.
samba that they did in the theme of
Okay,
Bollywood.
but that's what I'm saying. So how do they judge it?
That's what they were
how-
saying. Like they were not too pleased with Derek
Yeah.
for not making it like a real samba.
But to me, they did it extremely well, and I just watched it again. and I feel the same thing.
Yeah.
They did it very well, and I thought it was.
Was there samba content?
Yes. There
So
definitely
then-
was, because then she broke out, and then she started
Right,
dancing with
a lot
Derek.
of hip action.
Yeah, no, there was.
How do we do that? What
Yeah,
are the?
yeah,
Something
Yeah.
like this.
I
I would get a 10.
yeah.
I was into
That's
it.
a 10
Yeah.
right there.
I was into
I
it.
Oh,
loved it.
another great one where,
And great-
you know,
great
Derek,
styling.
Derek did make a joke about Len's prune juice, and maybe
Oh.
that swayed the paddle. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
You make that after he gives the score.
I gotta say,
Yeah.
Maria really shook it though.
She did.
Like she shook it and
did.
she shook it again and then she shook it again.
She
Yeah.
looked really hot. Like, I was
Yeah.
like, wow. I mean,
And that's why I say 2 great dances.
yeah.
So.
And also based on the fact that she's injured and she's moving like that, I mean, that's just like triumph. I mean,
Yeah.
to me, that's victory. It's
Yeah.
like, if you can do that and you can dance on those kind of injuries, my God, give him at least one. Can you just bump it up a little bit just
Yeah.
for that? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, Melissa got every girl's dream come true. Sandwiched between 2 Chermkowski brothers.
I know. I mean, that's,
I mean, Val.
wow.
Luckiest
Or
girl
Val.
in the world.
Val.
Yeah,
or Max.
that's what I call
Ooh.
a wet dream.
Yeah. I wasn't going to put it that way, Robin, but now that you did.
I mean, it's AFTERBUZZ, meaning like after it's dark, it's late, we can say things. We can,
and after
we can
you've
be
had
naughty.
after having
right?
a
I'm
chili
all-
cocktail.
I think that's called a.
Well, she did say tonight after the show she's worried, well, for multiple reasons. She said, I'm very worried about my boyfriend breaking up with me. She's got a lot of hotness around her lately.
Yeah, and they were bare-chested with suspenders.
Yeah.
I mean, I think who made the Tom Bergeron that it looked like Larry King's Chippendales outfit?
Yeah, listen, here's the thing. It's hot and it's sexy, but at the end of the day, when you really break it down, it's hot and it's sweaty and it's maybe not as sexy as you actually think it is because
Right.
they're sweating all over you, and she's probably just like, oh my God, get away from me.
That's what actually they did, you know.
I know.
It's not everything it looks like.
It's
because
not, that's
there
what
is
I'm
a
saying.
lot of
Yeah.
stuff
There's a lot
going
that
on.
goes into it that, like,
She's-
it's, you
yeah.
know, it's all, it does look amazing, but it's like, you know, the hard work is all about that, where it's like, you know, she's probably like, oh my God, I got the sweat all over me.
Yeah, he was still sweating on her.
Yeah.
After, yeah.
Yeah.
They should bottle that and sell
They
it.
should, yeah.
Call
Oh.
it
They-
Chermkowski.
Buy that on
Yeah.
Amazon.
How do you think? How well do you think Chermkowski would do? The fragrance.
Well, I think that they look like they smell good because they're clean. Like when they were here with us that night, you know, they
Yum.
definitely have.
Bad boy.
They got a
I think it'd be a
fresh
bad boy
kind of
scent.
vibe.
Bad
Yeah.
boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something
Kate
bad.
Walsh has a scent called Billionaire Boy.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah. She has this
Interesting.
whole like billionaire boy scent.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah.
So we need
I'm
to
like, if
do
we wear it, do we
Dancer
attract
Boy.
billionaires?
I know.
Like,
Boys.
is that how it works?
Billionaire.
I'll buy it.
Billionaire boys.
But I have to say, Melissa Gilbert has never looked better.
Yeah.
Her
Yeah.
And she
hair,
holds her own.
her makeup.
Yeah.
I mean, they called her Rita Hayworth tonight on the dance floor. Like, her outfits, like everything is coming together for her. It's her
Yeah.
best dance. I mean, this
one.
completely suited her.
Yeah.
So good.
100%.
I'm proud of her. I mean, I don't even know her, and I'm proud that she was able to overcome a lot of obstacles and get
Right.
to this point. You know.
No, I really think this one, even over the first one, was like,
Yeah.
talk about coming out. I mean, you know what was so good about her, and they were saying they were worried about it, is they didn't want her to get swallowed up in the 2 of them. And she shined. And that's to
she
me
handled
why,
both of them.
Right.
Yeah.
Why I think it was her best dance is because she was, sometimes Max can swell her up.
Yeah.
And with 2 of them, she held her own. She looked fearless, confident, and so for me, this was definitely, she ended on a really high note.
And that's
so.
Well,
great that
Val
she
might
shined.
have had like a calming influence on her. You know what
That's
I'm
true.
saying? After dealing with the stress of like a Max.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe having just another person
Yeah.
come in made her like feel less self-conscious.
It's kind of like the angel and the devil. You know, she's dancing with the devil, and now the angel comes in. He's all, it's okay.
It's kind of like, whatever.
Yeah, he smooths things over. You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's like, where have you been all my life?
Yeah. Actually, I want to get more on the comparisons. She said she needs more time with Val's tushy.
Did you ask her about the 3 nipples?
Oh, I didn't. I asked about the butts because
Wait,
she
isn't it
grabbed
4?
Oh, right.
No, 4.
Oh, 4 nipples. Sorry. 4 nipples that Jackie's going around telling everyone that Val has.
I didn't
What?
say it.
Oh, did
I'm
you- were
just
you gone the
repeating
week?
it.
I
I'm
think I
just
feel
repeating
like
what
I know
I
this,
heard.
but explain it again one more time.
That Val has 4 nipples. Like
Wait,
udders.
But we think she's just spreading malicious
like,
gossip.
oh my God, like, so like.
This is what
1,
I
2, 3,
heard.
4?
I didn't see anything. I heard
Okay.
it. That's all I'm going to say.
All right.
I don't even know how to
Let's
like
move on.
respond to
Let's
that.
move on from
We're
the
gonna-
four nipple valve.
Yeah,
We're gonna move on
Before,
from that.
before we say anything more
we don't
derogatory.
want that out there.
That's
The-
never gonna talk
I
to
mean,
me
the
again.
poor- the-
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Moving
okay.
on.
Yeah.
Catherine, Mark, and Tristan
Yes, Tristan's
doing
back.
a cha-cha.
Yeah.
Now this was crazy. They took her.
Oh
they're
my
doing a whole Men
God.
in Black situation where they're all in suits and she's in a full suit. The whole
So
situation.
cool.
They rip off her clothes and her pants get stuck to the bottom of her foot.
Oh man.
She dances at least 15, 20 seconds.
Oh my God. Wardrobe malfunction
Not
always
missing
happens.
a beat and somehow
And kicks
manages
it
to
off.
kick it off. She should have gotten a 30 just for that. And didn't not one step out of sync.
Even in her face, she held it together. It was like amazing. And the one step she took right after it, she had to plant that foot with the leg under it, so you could tell it was slippery. And she was just like, boom, powered through it, kicked it off. I mean, that was amazing.
That's the
Truly.
scariest thing. That's the thing. Remember, I asked Maria about that. I said, do you get nervous? And did it work every time when they did the explosion thing where they ripped off her, her costume?
Oh yeah,
Right.
And
the
she
hot for teacher or
and
whatever.
she said, it every time it didn't work, and then when they did it the final time for the performance, it actually worked, and she was so surprised and so excited. But that's the thing that's so hard about planning that kind of stuff, because it never works, and it's so
Right.
scary. And when it gets caught like that, it's just like throws you off. So the fact that she could come back and she could make it happen, gives her so much.
Has anything happened to you ever on stage?
Oh my
that,
God!
Like you had to just.
Yes.
What happened?
I've had a lot of really crazy things. I mean, I've had things that have like gotten stuck. Like here's a one that's really hard. Is like especially like in the Pussycat Dolls, like we wear the corsets, and then like we wear these bows, and the bows like hang down, and sometimes with the loop of the bow will go down. Like you kind of like go down, and the loop gets caught on the heel. So when you come back up, you're like, the loop is like hanging, is wrapped around the heel. And as you come up, you're like, goop, and then literally like fall backwards, or I mean something crazy. Like, but I've done. I mean, I have fallen. I've done a lot of really crazy things. Like in my time as a dancer, let me tell you, I've had a shirt that popped, and literally like the whole thing popped up in like the Janet Jackson move. Yeah, it happened to me. It did.
So much.
It's happened, but it's happened to everyone. I mean, that was so funny about that moment with Janet Jackson. Like, they're like, oh my God. I'm like, meanwhile, every dancer in the world has had the most insane experiences like that.
Yeah.
So,
I was actually going to bring up the Janet Jackson wardrobe malfunction and say this challenged it, because it was just so like, oh my God, with the leg thing.
Yeah, the leg thing.
She's a trooper.
Yeah.
And I agree with what Bruno said. She does seem like a Hitchcockian blonde, like that coolness
Charlize
and like
Theron.
Charlize.
She's gonna be booking something, I'm sure, like massive. I mean, she's got the face, she's the beauty, she's got that very elegant, and she looks very regal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
And
I
even
think,
her
like,
reaction,
Yeah.
speaking of regal, I loved her reaction after either the first or the second dance, where she was so classy about it. Brooke kind of asked her a question that she could have sort of went negative with it, or blamed anybody, or said it, and she just like was saying, I'm so thankful I'm here. And
No,
it's
she
just-
was apologizing, even though it wasn't
Right,
her fault,
right.
but the
Yeah.
things didn't come out. She
Yeah.
was like, I'm so sorry. I hope I didn't ruin it. You
Yeah.
know? I'm like, she's
Yeah.
just so sweet.
She is
like,
sweet. She
and
is.
every week, no matter how high she scores, she's always worried
Humble.
that she's going home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her elimination night faces are the
Yeah,
best
she's
in
like-
history. She's always like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
she's-
true. It's true. She's like, this is me. I know it. I know it. I know it. She's just praying every night.
So funny. Okay,
Yeah.
Rashawn
Yeah.
and Chelsea with Sasha, who just walked in.
Yeah,
the dance
where's
troupe,
that
somewhere
Sasha?
around here. I'm so impressed with him.
yeah.
The knee. Okay, so he did so much knee work on this, slithering
Oh,
across the
my
floor,
Insane.
spins. I mean, I'm so proud of him. Like the strength that
Yeah.
he had, and I think Bruno said like strength, power, artistry. Like I felt that. The whole,
Yeah.
Well, Len's comment was the best. It was two skinny fries chasing ketchup.
I love it.
I mean,
Oh my
Robin, isn't
God.
that like insanely hard
Yeah,
to do?
it is. I mean, the thing with Roshon is that he has no fear. So
Yeah.
he's going to do the craziest things, like crawl across the floor on his knees and do all these crazy things with his body. He is very young, so it's like he doesn't have to worry about the injuries as much. But that stuff is hard, and it is challenging. You know what I mean? But he's fearless.
Yeah.
He really can do pretty much anything.
Right.
And I think that this show was perfect for him because it showed that he can, he got to show the talents that he's never really been able to show anyone before.
Right.
And he's obviously learned a lot too while he's been here.
Yeah.
He's, I don't look at
Yeah,
him
to
like,
bring
oh.
the grannies on the show.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, listen, he
He's
came.
smartened up
Yeah.
finally, that Roshon.
The thing with Roshon is he came with experience, but he's learned so much, and he's leaving this show, whenever that is, with so much knowledge, and he's the fact that he's now a real bona fide.
He's got 9 lives, that
ballroom
kid.
dancer.
Yeah, really.
He really does.
Yeah.
I feel like, though, this week of any other week, we've always thought he was so good and we've always loved him, but this week, he really showed,
He came to play.
Yeah, and we keep making jokes about the manliness, or he does too.
He
and
brought it.
He was.
Yep.
Yeah, he
brought
did it.
He
did
brought it.
Yeah, proud of him.
And they even had a very close, near kiss.
Yes.
He and Chelsea.
Mhm.
See, now that little relationship there seems like there's something that could be brewing.
Yeah.
Because
That's
they're
true.
both single, correct?
He doesn't totally deny it.
He
either.
doesn't.
No, he
They're
never,
cute.
He keeps the door
He's
open.
probably trying to play it cool. They
He
probably
is.
haven't gone
Yeah.
there yet.
They're
And
probably
there's probably
just-
like the tension.
They're gonna
Like
be
their
friends.
dance was also very cat and mouse. Like
Yeah.
the first dance they did, like he kept
Yeah.
trying to get her and she kind of kept escaping.
Right.
and-
Well, you know what's so cute is like she's taught him so much that he can't help but probably have so much love for her because she's the one that's taught him how to dance really
Yeah.
in this way.
Yeah.
And then he's taught her a lot probably in another way about his experiences. And so I think together, like as two young, very young people, I think they're probably going to be friends and then you never know.
Yeah. Let's hope for another Dancing with the Stars romance.
Exactly.
Hey!
Just in
Sasha!
time. Just
Come on
in time.
We're just finishing with our last dance.
Yes.
William and Cheryl with Tony, our
Yep.
boy Tony.
Yep.
Another really strong dance.
Another hot
William
one.
knocked him out at the end.
Knocked it out the park.
27, higher score of the night, 57.
There we go.
Unbelievable.
All right, baby.
Hey, how are you?
I
Big
love
dance
that you are
tonight.
rocking the bow tie.
Yes.
And not only that, a polka dot bow tie.
Woo! It's so dapper.
So dapper.
Love it.
Thank you, thank you.
So how fun was it doing a
Oh.
threesome? Was
Tell
this your
us
first?
About the
My
Was
food.
this your
threesome?
first
Is
threesome?
this my
Or
Not his
menage a
first.
trois.
gangbang?
Yeah. Woohoo! Next
I'm
week.
joking, I'm
Watch
joking.
out
Now
for the
did you
gangbang.
You're as bad as me. Oh my God.
Did you expect it to be with another guy as opposed to two
Yeah, you're
women?
like, was there supposed to be 2 chicks and me?
No, I was just lucky to get chosen. I mean, it was so much fun, and seeing Roshon watch me and try mimic me and learn and grow as a man. He
Yeah.
changed completely.
Yeah.
And he really did. And you really saw it, how much he was learning from you.
Yeah.
He picks up very quickly.
It
Yeah.
made him step his game up because seeing you
Definitely.
doing the same moves as him, I think made him we were just talking about the knee work,
Yeah.
like slithering across the
That was
floor
a
and
lot
the
of
spins.
work, a lot
so
of work.
hard.
Now, did you play a role in choreographing it with them, or was that more
Um,
Chelsea?
We all put it all together. It's like a group effort.
Yeah.
But it was just so much fun. It was like the first time I was in the skybox, or the
Oh,
sky
the
room.
skybox.
I was like, what's this
That's
place?
funny.
What happens here?
Ah!
Oh, look,
What does?
trophy.
What
Yeah.
does happen there?
A lot.
Uh-oh.
No, it's just so different up there because I'm used to being downstairs in the red room, in the green room.
You got upgraded, baby.
Yep, it's like first class,
awesome.
Qantas
I love
first
it.
class.
Qantas first class.
Yeah.
It was like, do they serve food up here?
Yeah.
Are there martinis?
No.
Like, this is a
that?
great
No.
place.
No, it was fun. I mean, it was just such a it was cool to be in the packages and be in amongst it, and then walk up to the judges. I mean, I've done it all before at home in Australia, but it's just so different being here.
Yeah. How was it facing the judges afterwards?
It was good. It was fun. I mean,
Well, you also got good scores, so it makes
Yeah.
it easier.
That helps.
Good.
Yeah.
it was. I actually haven't seen it back, so I'm
Oh,
dying
that's
to see how it
Katherine and
looks like.
Mark.
Oh, wow. Look at that. I mean.
Talk about a wardrobe malfunction in that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? What happened?
The
Her-
pants that they took off her stuck to her foot. She
Ooh.
danced about 15 seconds with the pants on the bottom of her
See,
shoe.
that's what you don't want in a threesome. The
Right.
pants
Yeah,
just
yeah.
stay on, huh?
The
Right.
pants are supposed to come off.
Yeah.
during
Come on.
the
Yeah.
threesome.
Yeah. If the clothes are still on, it is not a threesome.
Now, I want to ask you about this because I think with when it was two guys, like also with the with William, it does seem like you guys stepped out for quite a bit compared to like when the two, other performances.
It was definitely different too. I mean, if you're the celebrity, you would want the same sex as the other one, so you don't outshine him, and you have to be clever in how to choreograph it. But the way we did it was really, really, really good. I think we told a story, and no one outshined anyone. We tried to keep it the same, and no one had to outdance anyone. And Roshon did an awesome job.
Yeah. What do you think of that little kiss they had?
I think it
Was
should
that
be more.
right?
I was
I
like,
know, we're like, there's
it's like she
something
pushed me on the
brewing.
floor, and I got there, and I was like, come on, get in there, one for the team.
Now, what did your girlfriend think?
She loved it. She's just over there. She loved it. She
Oh,
loved it.
that's your
She's
girlfriend right there?
Yeah.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Yeah,
Wow.
she is. She's a
No,
proud
they have to
girlfriend.
give you guys your own dance.
We've done it. We've done a rumba already.
Just the two of you together?
Yeah, it was for the Smokey Robinson.
Oh,
That's right.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, but tomorrow is going to be really, really good. We're
Yes,
in
tell
a
us.
Macy's dance.
Nice.
Ooh, what's going to happen?
Oh, is that the Dick Clark tribute?
All I
Is
heard
that the
was
dick?
Hey,
Is that the
From threesomes to dick.
Clark
This is a
tribute,
dirty
people.
show.
Yeah, the Dick Clark.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
Can you give us a teaser of like what we might see?
Oh, you're going to see everything. The Macy's dances are awesome. There's so much to learn from. But we're definitely doing everything we possibly can. We're flipping, dipping, and tricks, and that, and jumping, and it's cool.
Oh my
Oh my God, I
gosh.
can't
We
wait to
love
see it.
that.
Do you do like a final rehearsal tomorrow, or when, or have you done it
We've
already?
got camera blocking and all that. And, no, actually, we've done camera blocking. We've got the band rehearsal, and the number's done. We could do it tonight if we wanted to.
Was there
my
any
gosh.
dance that stood out for you tonight watching
Yeah,
the show?
definitely. The Chelsea and Roshon number,
Oh, yeah.
they did an amazing job.
And that third guy in it was really
Yeah, I
good.
don't
Oh,
know who
yeah.
was.
That was like
Yeah, yeah.
genius. Whoever did
Perfect,
that dance.
yeah.
Wow.
The guy that just came in out of nowhere, yeah.
Yeah.
Hot.
No, we were
was that
talking
guy?
about that
Okay, but
earlier.
second to your dance.
Yeah.
Anything
Second
else
to
really
our
stand
dance.
out to you watching?
Um,
Because we all were obsessed with Donald's threesome.
Donald's
And we thought it
threesome
was
good.
wrong
See,
that
now
they
that
didn't
was
get
a
a
good
30.
threesome, no?
Yes.
2 girls, 1 guy.
Yeah.
Karina
an
and Peter
ideal
were going
threesome.
awesome. Donald did an awesome job. I even loved the dance he did before that. He had
Yeah.
passion, and it was good.
Yeah.
But also the number that Tristan did, and Mark, and Katherine was
Yeah.
awesome too.
Now, we were talking about this earlier, with the celebrities having to deal with another pro in the dance. Did you feel like backstage there was some challenges going on with everybody having to deal with the
It's
trio?
so funny. Everyone's such good friends, and it's such a tight competition. But then as soon as that 1 minute or 30 seconds and 2 minutes kicks in, you're like, this is it. No,
Yeah.
there's no friends here. This is
Right.
battle. But then as soon as that's over, everyone's back there saying how awesome it is. We're getting notes from them. It's good.
Yeah.
And it's nice to dance with the different levels, like when
Exactly.
two pros are dancing together, and then yes, you have the one that's not as, the professional, but still, it's like all of a sudden you kind of become one,
Yeah.
and
definitely.
you're all in the same
Actually,
game.
another one that was really, really good, I didn't say, Cheryl, William, and Tony.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Awesome.
Tony was so
Oh,
funny. He's like,
yeah.
please
Yeah.
don't eliminate me twice.
Right.
Right.
He's like, it's bad enough. I already eliminated once.
Yeah.
Don't let it happen again.
They did an awesome job. And same thing, they had, there was the main celebrity, and then the pro dancer was the same
Right.
sex. So
It
they
worked.
did awesome.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you. We loved
Thank
your
you so much
dance
for that.
tonight.
Thank you.
We
Yeah,
can't wait to watch
thank
you
you.
tomorrow at the
I
Macy's
know.
dance.
Enjoy.
That's going to be
Thank you,
exciting.
thank you.
Thanks
Yeah.
for having me.
Come
Thank
back
you.
next week.
Thank
Yay.
Woo!
Oh, yeah.
gonna watch.
Get ready to watch.
We'll be watching.
So
Thanks.
fun.
You're so cute.
Oh, I love
Yeah, he's
him.
so cute.
I read an article that he's slowly working his way into that lineup of the pros.
Oh,
for
yeah.
the-
That's
and I
good.
think we're going to see him in coming seasons. Don't you think he's making his way in there?
Yeah,
I really like him.
I wanted to say, like, how do you know if you're going to upgrade permanently?
Yeah.
Right, not just
Permanently
for the
to the
threesome.
skybox.
Yeah, like, I mean, Pizza did it.
Yeah,
Yep.
but it's because they watch them, they watch the personalities, they watch how they, are as performers on camera, and I think that there's so many different pieces to the puzzle to get them to, to actually commit to putting them on. So, but he's great.
Yeah.
He's great.
Is our friend Roshon around?
Yeah, really.
Before we close out
Before-
the show?
Because we have
No.
our own Rachel has to jet set tonight.
Yes, I'm
Should,
jet setting to New York.
I'm getting word he's
My
he's
God.
with his family right now, the 2 grandmothers. So
Oh,
he
okay.
he's
Such a
that he's
family
spending time with them.
All right.
Wait, is that Henry over there though?
That is Henry.
Where is Henry? Does he want to come in quickly?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yes. Why don't we get? Yes, that's right. Let's get
We'll
Henry.
do a quick out with Henry.
Yeah, let's do a quick visit with the ab-off man.
Yeah. We haven't had Henry yet.
Yes, let's have our
Us
way
three
with Henry.
ladies, let's have our way with Henry. We're going to initiate you into our ladies' table.
He seems
Put this
fine.
on.
He seems fine with it. You're ready for us.
Oh, there you are.
Hello.
Okay. Ooh, he's like a fighter pilot.
I know, right?
It looks good.
You
Wait, can we
do.
see the abs again?
Oh, his shirt is so nicely tucked in.
I have tucked it in, but look, let's do it. Why not?
Yeah! Woo! Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I'm close enough. I get to touch them.
Nice.
Poor Jackie. She can't reach.
Now I have to tuck it back in. So
Yeah.
Here we go.
Please don't tell me
We
you
like to get people to undress on this show.
Did you just eat spinach dip or like French fries or something, and your abs still look like that?
No French fries. Something similar to a spinach dip.
Oh, it's so
I
good
knew
here.
it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah.
So how much
But that's
fun did
okay.
you have doing the Bollywood? We thought
that-
you were judged completely unfairly, by the way.
Yeah.
You know what? I mean, from my perspective, I'm just so grateful that I got the opportunity to perform with Maria and Derek. you
Yeah.
know? So, I mean, the number was super memorable, and we had so much fun doing it. So
It
that's
was
the main thing.
amazing. I was saying, like, the judging seemed unfair because how do they? I know that that's what Derek chose to do, but how did the judges judge that? Because it's not really specifically, you know what I mean? It doesn't fit into what Dancing with the Stars is. It's not like it's tango or it's salsa. It's like something different. And yet you guys did it so brilliantly that they should have just said, you know what? This is perfect.
You know
How
what?
do they know?
I think next season there's going to be a Bollywood week.
I think
Yeah,
so
there
too.
should.
Because it was good.
Or it should just be one of the styles that
Yeah.
they have dancers do.
I mean,
you know?
look, you know, it fits in as a theme.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And
It does.
you know, it's interesting what you said because one of the fans, I've received a lot of feedback from the fans on Twitter.
Yeah.
And one of the fans said that you know, maybe the judges should judge it more from the perspective of how the celebrity performs.
Yes.
You know, rather than
Oh my
well,
God.
we think it should be this
A
way.
million%.
Yeah.
But at the same
Oh,
time,
that's
you
a
know,
good
the
call.
judges have their opinions, and
They
you've got
do,
to respect that.
and they keep going back to, well, you know, you put this in there and you made that choice. Meanwhile, Maria nailed it.
She
like-
did a
like,
fantastic
She
job.
was
Ridiculous.
stunning. Like
mean,
all
she
her
shook
little
it
like
everywhere.
You know, and the leg, like her positions with, I mean, everything. Like I was watching it from as a dancer, like I don't, you know, I would have done it probably exactly the same way she did it. I mean, she
Completely.
looked like a dancer.
She did it
She
fantastic.
did,
And you got to
yeah.
give props to Derek because he, you know, the package didn't really show a lot of what he actually
Yes.
did, but you know what?
But
his
they never
attention,
do.
his attention to detail
Yeah.
is second to none.
But that's what we were talking about a couple weeks ago was, you know, they don't show enough of the work that you guys put into it as choreographers.
Yeah, we want
as
more
the
behind the scenes with you
professionals.
guys.
Yeah, like they need to show more of that because the viewers need to know what goes into this. You know what I mean? And the hard work. And for me, like as a choreographer, I'm like, I want to let everyone know how hard it is. You know, what we do. You know what I mean? And that it's not just like it's just poof, it's done. You know, it's not that easy.
Not
so.
at all, especially when you've got somebody that has no idea, no their muscles
None.
haven't even adapted to the movement.
Ever.
you know?
Exactly. This is the
So
first time
it's really
ever.
they're just complete transformation.
Yeah.
So are you also dating someone on the show?
No,
Oh yeah.
I'm not.
And if
Sasha's taken. They're together.
Okay, so if you were,
Oh yeah,
Right.
who
Who
would
would
you be
it be?
dating?
Who would it be?
yeah.
Well, you girls aren't on the show, so
Oh,
Good answer.
Yeah.
I like
All
this,
three of us?
Henry.
Right.
Now, I'm curious to know, though, speaking of all the rumors and everything, now, there has been so many rumors with the
Right.
Maria and Derek thing. We all know it's not true, but
Yeah.
what was the chemistry like, you witnessing it, working with them backstage? Because they've had a few ups and downs these past couple weeks. How were they backstage when you guys were working together?
I think the best way to describe it is carrot and the stick. You know, Derek would you know, whip the stick out, and then you know he'd bring the carrot out.
During
and
the
time. You know, it's.
tread lightly, young man.
I think it's like a brother-sister thing. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they really get along well. They're so productive together, but at the same time, you know, you have your little tiffs and things like that and falling out, but
Yeah.
it's really only temporary. They really love each other, you know, in the best possible way.
Yeah.
And it's because they both want the best, probably. They're like both constantly passionate. And you
Yeah.
see it with Max and everybody else.
Of
Yeah.
course. I mean, Maria is like, I've never witnessed a celebrity female that is that dedicated that is that willing to do whatever. You know, every time we did a lift or anything that she was uncomfortable with or any normal person would be uncomfortable with, she just jumped into it, no problem, no questions asked, she just goes.
With all the injuries that
I was
she
just
has.
going to say, no wonder.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh my
Now, how
God.
exciting
No,
is
but
it
that's
to be
how it
called
works.
up by Derek to be the partner?
I couldn't believe it.
Sasha was saying finally making it up to the Skybox felt like being in Qantas first class.
Yeah,
like
it
how
was.
exciting the whole thing is. But I mean,
Exactly.
for Derek to handpick you,
But you guys
That's
look
like a
so
huge
good together,
compliment.
like you and Derek. Like, I mean, what a great, like, I mean, it's just three beautiful people, you know?
It worked out well. I mean,
Yeah.
I think the feedback has been that, you know, we were really well matched. And,
Yes.
and, you know, like, the feeling, you know, was amazing. And as you said, it was a huge compliment because they just got perfect scores the previous week.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so for Derek to go, oh, you know, out of everybody I can choose, I'm going to choose Henry.
Yeah.
You know, for me, that's hugely humbling, you know, and makes me feel really privileged.
And now, how does it work? We were just saying, you know, do you like as far as like being a part of the actual cast of the dancer of the professionals? You know, I mean, is that the troupe of the
Yeah.
actual? You know, like, is that something that? How does that work? Like, is it like you have
are you
to?
waiting for
what do
someone
you-
to get bumped
well,
out
what
of
do you
there
need
so
to
you take
do?
the spot?
Obviously, that's where you want to be, and you should be.
Right.
So, what is
How
that?
do you get
know,
there?
is that something that's happening? Is that something that's in the process? Is that something that you're?
Why do you think he kicked Max in the
I
knee?
know, I
Come
know.
on. I mean,
No.
you think that injury happened
No.
accidentally?
We're talking showgirls.
Right.
Marbles.
Yeah.
Right. Look, I to be honest with you, it is my first season, so I'm not going to go too hard on this one. But, you know, my goal is definitely to become a pro on the show. You know,
Yeah.
I've done it in Australia.
Yeah.
I've
Oh,
had
so you did the show. You did.
Yep.
Okay.
and you know, I've had a lot
Were
of
you with
experience.
Sasha on the Australia?
No, Sasha did a much earlier season
before
than
you.
I did.
Okay.
But you know, I've had a lot of experience
Gotcha.
choreographing and teaching
Yeah.
and dancing and performing. And you know, I always like to push myself, and I'm very ambitious. And this, for me, Dancing with the Stars US is the biggest thing. You
It
know,
is.
So I
Well,
would
wait a
love to.
second, because Robin might be doing a male pussycat doll.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
So
the
you
biggest thing,
might
right.
want to
Oh.
hold
Yeah.
out.
You might have to choose wisely.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
bite my
Dancing
tongue.
with the Stars, male pussycat dolls. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Bruno did say he wants to be one of them, so you know.
I'm sure he'd
And
like to
I
touch
know.
that.
I know.
After seeing
Oh
those
my
abs,
God.
it's automatic.
Come
right?
on, you're
Right,
you're
he's
the
in.
you're the man.
You
You're
don't
the
even
lead.
have to audition. That's
Yeah.
it. You are
You're
in.
it. You're the lead.
The
You're the lead.
accent, the abs,
Yeah, the whole
like
thing.
forget about
You
it.
ladies are definitely my favorites right
Yeah.
now.
You know
Are you
how to
blonde,
talk your
blondes
way.
or brunettes?
Uh-oh, you have both
Oh
on the
boy.
Don't answer. Don't answer. Don't answer.
I'm a sandwich right now.
Right.
It's impossible to choose because, you know, every person brings something different. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Such a diplomatic
He's
answer.
looking at you like,
Whatever.
He's so going to make it on Dancing with the Stars next
I
season.
know.
Fingers crossed.
If we have any doing, we're going to totally
Sorry.
make that happen.
Well, but is Derek, like, is he coming back after this season? Do we know? Because he keeps threatening that there's going to be, I mean,
Yeah.
I think, I don't know. So
he might
if he
go
did-
the way of his
if
sister.
yeah, because he's, you know, he's got that sort of, the Huff legacy, you know. It's like,
Yeah.
so you could fill his shoes.
Look, I mean,
maybe.
I would like to see him continue on because
Me
I think
too.
he
I
brings
love-
something to the
oh,
show that
he
nobody else does.
I agree. I don't want
Yeah.
to see him go.
But at the
Wait.
for the same token, I understand he's very ambitious as well. He's extremely talented.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a huge possibility.
Yeah.
If he steps out, I'll be happy to step in.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, right?
Ready.
The man. Okay,
Yeah.
while we have you here, let's do predictions.
Okay.
Who do you think? I know this is a tough one.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like Katherine Jenkins style.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
Twilight Zone.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Who do you think? Two people are going. So hard.
Who do I think is going to win, or who do I
Lu-
think is leaving?
who's getting
Who's
cut?
leaving?
Oh, that's the worst question
know.
to ask.
I know. We
But-
got to do our
but you have
The
to
predictions.
answer.
diplomat. You
Yeah.
have to.
You're here. We're going to use you.
You have to
Oh
answer.
my God, that's terrible.
You have to. We will.
We'll
but
use
you
you and
have
then
to go
spit
first.
you out.
Guys, I can't do this. I'm friends with every single
Yeah, but
one
that's
of them.
okay. It's
Yeah,
okay.
but you're not.
No.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
All right.
I'm on Jeopardy. No, I can't
Okay.
answer this. I'm
We'll,
sorry.
we'll
I
let
can't.
you. We'll let you.
All right,
have.
get out of here.
We're gonna let you go.
Okay,
then.
wait. Who's your favorite?
Who's my favorite?
can't
Yeah.
say that
That's
either.
hard as well, guys. You killing me. All right, Maria.
Oh,
Of course, it's
yay. Thank you so much. Ooh,
Yay.
Oh.
That's like,
Oh.
that's like we're
They
doing a
kissed.
dance where it's like an almost kiss. It was like ill-fated. Like
These
ill-fated
kids,
lover.
they like
Let's
touched.
go second round.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh.
much sexier.
Thank you very much, ladies.
Thank you
you.
so much.
Appreciate
Will you
it.
come
Yeah.
back
Thank
next
you.
week?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Definitely.
We'll see
I
you
mean,
here.
don't
same
you want
time.
to talk to us every week?
Girls, if that's the plan, I'm here. Right?
Okay, good. Yeah.
Yay!
We love you. We're fans now.
Love
Yeah.
you
forever.
too.
You've,
Yeah.
got,
Bye.
you've won us over.
Yeah.
I can't believe we saw the abs on the first date.
I know. He puts out.
He puts out.
I'm a bit of a
Wait,
teaser.
what happened? What happens on the second date?
We have to wait till next week.
Okay.
Oh my God. I'll tell you. Well, Derek,
We are such cougars.
we-
Oh my God.
we called Derek out on breaking girls' ribs. You know, like on the show, like he broke Ricky Lake's ribs and Maria's ribs. So then I said to him, "Well, do you break ribs when you're having sex with girls?" And he was like, "Actually,
It's like Twilight.
Yeah. So, you know.
Be prepared for the questions to get tougher. That's
Look,
what we're telling
Yeah.
In
We
Australia.
eased you in. Next week.
All right,
Yeah.
I got you. In Australia,
oh.
my partner on Dancing with the Stars had rib problems as well. So
you. Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
Now we
Derek,
know.
you've met your match.
Say no more.
I bite my tongue.
Okay.
I bite my tongue.
I don't know why they waited this long to bring you out.
I know. Where have you been? My
Yeah.
God.
Surprise.
Yeah. All right.
thank you
Bye-bye.
so much.
Thank you, ladies.
Okay.
Yay.
Bye.
Thank you. We'll see you soon. Okay, predictions, ladies. Quick. I got a flight to catch.
He's all tucking his pants in.
Nobody. They're all staying.
I hate to say it, but I think
Super hot.
Roshon is going.
No. The
Oh
grandma
my God.
vote.
I'm not sure who else.
The reason why
Anybody's game. That's really my answer. I
But
don't know.
He's so great, and he got great scores.
It's demographic.
It's demographic.
Yeah.
It's not
I
that
agree.
age group
No, it
that's
isn't.
watching the
It
show, and it's
isn't.
harder
It
for them to
isn't.
get the vote.
Yeah.
So
Anybody's game.
anyone guessing a second, or should we just leave it at that?
Well, you would think Melissa's at the bottom, but she's been safe. Her fans are showing
Okay.
up. So
Well, everyone's
I'm
teaching
going to
to
say
watch.
Melissa.
Okay.
I'm going to say Melissa. And I hate to say Roshon. I love him. He could be my favorite.
I know,
besides
but two
Maria.
have to go, unfortunately.
All right.
Well, what a fabulous night. Thanks for watching so much AfterBuzz TV with my lovely panelists, Jackie Miranne, Robin Antin,
Yay.
Rachel Zalis. Make sure you check us out on iTunes, make comments, download, and tweet us if you have any questions. And we will see you next week, live from Mixology. Thank you.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz
See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.